Do you remember when you made your first communion? Recently, I had the privilege of going to my goddaughter's first communion. And she just happens to go to the school where I teach, so I knew a lot of the families and I knew a lot of the children who were making their first communion. And they were all dressed up and just filled with joy and happiness, and their faces glowed with anticipation as they received Jesus for the very first time. And it made me think about my first communion, and what did I remember about my first communion? And I remember, too, looking forward to receiving Jesus for the first time. I've been thinking a lot about the Eucharist, and I was thinking, if the Eucharist really wasn't the real presence of Jesus, what would be the point of having Mass? And yet we know that the Eucharist is truly our sweet Jesus, who takes care of us and loves us and wants to be a part of our lives. We're all called to know God, love God, and serve God. And if we don't receive the graces of the Eucharist, it's really hard to be about the kingdom of God. What does joy mean to you? And what does the joy of the Eucharist mean to you? To me, it means being fully alive. It means being about what I love most, serving God, knowing God, and just being with God's people. As a Benedictine sister, we were blessed during the pandemic. Our pastor, our chaplain, Father Matthias, he lives on our grounds in a little house, and he stayed with us through the entire pandemic. So I really received the Eucharist every day. And as I received Jesus, I thought about my family members who were not able to receive at this time, and I thought about my friends. So in a way, I felt like I was receiving Jesus for me, but also for all those that I love who were not able to receive Jesus during the pandemic. And now we have the opportunity to come back to church, to gather with our friends, our family, and be the people of God that we are meant to be as a gathered assembly. And it's with joy that we do that. There's a song that Scott Soper wrote, and it's called The Path of Life. And the refrain goes something like this: "You will show me the path of life, the delights that await me in your presence. Without you, there is nothing. No joy can be complete until at last I sit by your side." Come sit by the side of Jesus. Let's gather together. Giving God the glory, let's return to the Eucharist with great joy. God bless your day.